said to the crowd, "The more you feed me, the more I feed you."
Welcome to Frail Fragments Monster Closet, Season 3.
Hey, this is the Monster Closet, episode 209. It's Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. We have a special guest today, Sarah Siddiqui, singer-songwriter, producer. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
You look great. Thank you.
Thanks. You too. Nice hat.
Thank you. You've been playing live since 1995. We have a lot in common. Like, I started in and around there too, so that's cool. Started with original music. She sang backup for a few rock bands, punk bands. And I checked out your music, and you have a really nice, dark, alternative, kind of folky sound. Your newest single, 9 Hours, just came out recently anyway.
Yeah, that was last year.
And it's beautiful. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
I'm glad our paths crossed because I got to check out your music and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm a fan.
Likewise, I'm a fan of your band.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I started playing, I played the El Macombo, I think, in like 1997, and I was playing like shows in 96 in and around then anyway. So yeah, like, I feel you. And you had some you were like signed with EMI.
With EMI Publishing, and I mean, the idea was that it would lead to a record deal, but I chose to walk away, a lot of different reasons, but I'm glad I carved out my own path, because you can do that.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you just, now you're kind of writing the music, you're playing the music and writing the music that you want to write, right? So it's kind of...
Yeah, and I've always been doing that. Like, that's why I wanted to get out of the EMI Publishing agreement. I was only 18 too, and I'm glad I'm able to just do what I do.
Yeah, and you got a show coming up Friday, February 27th at Lola's in Kensington, 40 Kensington Avenue. I love that place. It has a really cool vibe. I've played there my fair share of times. Do you know Monica Mendoza?
I mean, so many names.
Yeah. She goes through there and she's part of like Finney McConnell's open mic or whatever, but they're on tour right now in Europe, so big it up to that.
Oh wow.
And he's in the Mahones, so he's always in Lola's. He's always in Lola's. And I used to play the patio at Lola's, and it's a great place. I love Kensington.
Yeah, it's a nice down to earth vibe. I just started like recently playing there, and the owners just like love me and welcome me, and I love them too. So yeah, it's nice. Kensington has a really cool vibe. It's like a slice of, like, it's a piece of Toronto that's just different, right? And it's a special place for me. Like, I worked in Kensington for a bit, and like I got to like feel out like the night vibe at Kensington as well, and you know, it stays true to my heart. I always come back to that place. So yeah, like Lola's is a great place. Maybe our paths will cross one day. Like I've played in just about every venue, so but I mean, it's you know, I'm like what you would call like a career artist, right? I mean, I just release music I want to release when I want to release it, and you know, it's just so gratifying, right? Just to make the music yourself, you know. And I've got a lot of. What's fun is that every time I play a show, I'll get like, sometimes I'll have a violin player. I'm gonna have like an electric guitarist. It's just sort of, it's all really like an ethereal, dreamy sound for me, which I'm just.
Do you have a studio album?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got in 2018 I had a album that was actually funded by the Toronto Arts Council. I got a recording grant, and that was 2018. The album's called No More Waiting Rooms, and you know, I've had an album before that, and you know, when you have a grant, you're able to, you know, have the funds to hire people that you want, you know, but I have a home studio, and I just record my solo tracks now, live off the floor, because that's how I play. So I record how I play. I don't do like the separated tracks. It's just a nice little room I have, and you know.
Like, I mean, I listen to 9 Hours, and I hear like, I don't know, maybe it's just, this is what my honest opinion. Like, I hear like just a big song.
Thank you. Yeah, I just love creating like a visual, like you're walking into some cinematic story, and it's just, I'm able to, it's just adding those little effects and making it sound big. It feels big because I'm in the moment, right? So it's always that when you record at home, you're able to just capture it whenever you're feeling it right there, instead of waiting for a couple of weeks to get in the studio and then you lose that magic,
For sure. That's a bonus that you have access to a studio at your house, that's really cool. I just use my cell phone. That's kind of how I do things now. Like I just sing melodies into my cell phone and then I'll come back to them, and if they stick, I just kind of work on that. And it's weird with me, just to trail off a little bit, I just I kind of shut off, my connection to consciousness or whatever, and then like when I need to turn it on, I turn it on. And and like if I'm walking or something and I hear a melody, or if I'm in the shower, like I sing it into my phone, and I make sure I do that. And that's how I've been surviving as far as creating music, as long as I have, and now, like especially, right? Like just being as busy as I am, a lot going on, right? Yeah. That's how I write my music.
There's also amazing like recording apps on the phone. Like I've used some of them and have released through that way as well, and no one would know it's not in a recording studio, but I go through both an app and my actual little studio, and it's all about the sound and the song, and no one really is thinking about where did you record that, or what mic were you using, if you feel it, and you've got to capture those moments for sure wherever you are.
You have a very like hypnotic like voice. Have you done any voice acting or?
Yeah, I was. I'm really blessed that I had like classical training growing up. My family, it was a struggle. My parents were newcomers, but they did what they could. My mom's actually a poet laureate. She's a famous poet in Pakistan. She's a a peace poet in the language of Urdu. Anyhow, that was always supported in me, and so I was able to get some private classical voice lessons through the Royal Conservatory. I've sung my whole life. Some great teachers in Toronto. Excuse that. So those, like, I was always singing in like musical theater and high school productions, but I was always writing poetry since I was like 9, because both of my parents are poets. My late father, he passed away. He was also a poet. He would translate my mom's work into English, and there's I grew up around a lot of writers and philosophers and scholars, and they did everything they could to make sure they could afford for me to have private voice training, and it did bump me up a bit. I was able to switch from now I speak fully from my diaphragm because I made that switch, and anyways, the point is that a lot of love I come from, and I had some brief training, but it really helped. So, and but voice acting, I've done a jingle or two back in the day, probably for some Heritage Canada commercials.
I love your voice.
Thank you.
Love your voice. Yeah.
I love your band's music. I want to come out and check that out. Like, honestly.
Well, yeah, we're playing in Toronto Saturday, April 18th at the Horseshoe Tavern. Yeah, I'll keep in touch with you for that. And like, I handpicked the bands, so it's gonna be a crazy night. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of Star Beast, but they're like kind of like a Smashing Pumpkins type of band. They're amazing. They're amazing.
I love watching bands. So
he was in Glue Leg. The guy, I don't know if you've heard of Glue Leg back in the 90s. They were from Toronto.
Okay, no, I don't. I have so many bands.
Right, I haven't so many bands. But yeah, so Star Beast, we have the Reed Effect. They're playing. We have Frail, Fragment, and Phantom High closing the show. So, that's going to be a crazy night of music. You should definitely come down to that Saturday, April 18th.
I'd love to.
Yeah. We'll keep in touch for that. And yeah, we're doing a 6th album, and that's going to be released in May at some point. I'm hoping May 4th, my birthday. That's but it might be a little bit after that, but before June, definitely. Nice. And it's sounding amazing. It's 6th album. We've been running since
awesome.
about 2005. This project that I'm in, Frail Fragments. So yeah, thank you.
You know, just to mention, one of my first releases was a single. It's called Conversation. I released that in 2000. It was actually engineered and recorded and produced. It was just an acoustic track, but it was recorded by Dave Neufeld, who produced the Broken Social Scene. That was way back in the day when Broken Social Scene was still like, they were just starting out, and I was able to just work with so many artists on. I recorded with Jesse Cook as well. That was 98, and released. We recorded a cover song, and the point is that I found it and released it. So I'm just kind of thinking back to the 2000s and 1998 because we were both running in that time. just jumping around here because we have like limited time to talk. So
no, it's all good. It's all good. That's yeah. I was in a band Cloud9 back then. It was just a bunch of like grade school friends, and yeah, we're just playing. We played El Macombo. We did the Big Bop. We did the Reverb. We did Opera House.
I miss the Reverb.
Yeah, those were fun times.
Holy Joe's?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy Joe's,
exactly.
Yeah, I used to play there.
And they had the dark raves every first Saturday of every month, and I would go down there for that when I was like 18.
It was so different back then, Queen Street, eh?
Were you born in Toronto? Eh?
Born and raised, yeah. Technically born in Scarborough.
Okay, me too, kinda.
Yeah, and then we just moved around North York, Markham, and I've lived basically in Toronto for all of that.
Where did you go to high school, may I ask?
Yeah, I went to like Georgia's Henry.
Okay, I don't know where that is.
That's in North York. And then I transferred to this Domino's Collegiate Institute.
Okay.
It felt like an institute. That's where all the dropouts went. But I went there for the music programs. I was a bit of a loner. I was a loner there. A new girl. It was I didn't like high school. I don't know about you, but
I liked it and I hated it. It was weird.
Yeah. I met all my friends when I started playing live.
Yeah, exactly. Geno's hang out here, hip hop guys hang out here.
Yeah, and then the arty, the drama people. I just hung out with all the other kids that used to get bullied because they were nice to me.
Yeah. Who were your influences coming up?
Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush. You know, I love like so much UK pop rock, like Tricky in New York. But then some underground artists like New York City, like Joseph Arthur, you know, like he's forced Elliott Smith. I mean, so many artists. But I mean, really, it's just, I feel like, you know, as an artist, you develop your own sound. Like it just started coming to me when I was a kid. So they're influences in a way, but I mean, I would say that's music I really like, but I don't know, I can't say where the music comes from, because it's not coming from my influences, it's coming from me. I just love that music, and it inspires me in the way that it's also very acoustic and pretty, but, you know, I think every artist has their own sound.
You just hear the song? You just hear the song, and
it just falls, it usually just falls in my lap. I gotta run down to the basement and record it. You know, but I mean, I've grown up listening to just about everything, like Nine Inch Nails, Tool, Alice in Chains, Candlebox. That was thanks to my older brother, Ali, because when I was 9 years old, like, at that time I was listening to, you know, like Whitney Houston and stuff, and then his room was next door, and he would be waking up to Rage Against the Machine, Bullet in the Head as like this 8 a.m. alarm clock. You know, he was that kind of guy.
That's like
He saved me. Yeah.
Kurt Cobain did it for me. Kurt Cobain, like when I heard that shit, I was like, holy smokes! I completely did a 180 with like what I liked in music and whatnot. It was just like that slapped me across the face. That Nirvana Nevermind album slapped me across the face.
Oh yeah, like absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
really.
He's a good songwriter, Kurt Cobain, man. Well, that album it was killer. But it spoke to my heart when I was like 12 or whatever it was.
So beautiful. Then there's Jeff the Buckley, Radiohead. I love Tom York's voice. Like I just love his voice. It's like a little it's like a feather that it really is. It just floats. He barely touches.
It's emotional.
It's like his sound just touches the air. I know,
it's emotional. He's emotional. Yeah.
He's very emotional, and he made it. You know, and when they came out, it was so refreshing. It's so much fun.
They reinvented themselves like every album, people were waiting to hear what Radiohead were gonna do next, because every album was so different. It was just like it changed. Every album changed like the pulse of music, kind of like,
change the landscape.
Yeah,
right?
it was weird.
Like you look at, I loved Kid A. Like it
one
was
of my
so
favorites.
cool.
Yeah.
I remember when they used to sell CDC. I worked at HMV in '97 or whatever in the basement on 333 Young. Right?
Did you know Ty Harper? Did you know Ty Harper?
I worked with all of them. I worked with Rosina,
Denise,
Nick, from LOL, all of them. Mike Tall, Jason Palma, right? We were all there, and like that. Those are the days when I would go home with a bunch of CDs, like a bag full. I would go to my room, close the lights, and just lie down and listen to the whole album of like just about every album.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so much fun back then.
What are your plans for 2026?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. My plan is to release an album.
Cool.
So yeah, I've released like 3 singles last year. So what I want to do is record about 5 more songs, I think, and just create a whole album.
Yeah,
I'm really inspired. I'm just getting so inspired. I meet so many great musicians in Toronto, in the city, just that I just want to keep jamming with and working with, and they're really inspiring me, especially at TO Lounge. That's my stomping ground too. I've met so many a community of friends there, like, from like, so many artists there. I'm just always getting inspired. And
I'm sorry, where's TO Lounge?
Yeah, it's just Queen Street.
Okay.
Queen and the Dufferin area in Parkdale.
Wow. Okay.
So many talented musicians there. I just I love that place for meeting great artists that I can record with, play live with.
Down.
It's just the fire's never left me,
I know.
Life happens, but I think I gotta say, like, it just makes me so happy, doesn't it? It's the happiest feeling I get, it's better than having a boyfriend, at times, like.
Yeah. Why do you do, like, that was gonna be my next question.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing all this? Like, why did you decide to?
I have to say, like, I was always writing poetry. I not to sound cliche, but I did grow up with a lot of trauma, like a lot of difficult things, and there's so much that I need to say. I've always been a deep feeling person. Like I just feel things so deeply, and I think about things, and I have so much emotion in me that I love how you can just make a song and not clutter it with too many lyrics, I just have so much more to say. I have so much emotion in me that the music is the way to get it all out. Like, it's just so much, it's just a part of me. It's who I am, so much in there. Yeah, I'm just very, it's so funny. Most of my set, the songs are dark and moody and sad, and, I'm just being real. Like, I'm not gonna, force out a happy song if I don't feel it. Like, I usually write when I'm feeling something deep, and I stick by it, it's just, I love it.
With my situation, like, so I wrote like the album before this one during COVID, right, with lockdown and everything, and it was just like this, like, everyone was experiencing this, and it was just like, it was a dark place for sure, but I really loved that album, but it was that. And this album is more like, the message is more about loving yourself and, trying to yeah, it's gonna be I'm excited. It's more of a collaboration with the band as well, and so that's gonna be cool. Keep it locked. FrailFragment.com, SarahSiddiqui.com, at Sarah Siddiqui Music. We're gonna put all the links up here. I appreciate your time, and it was really nice meeting you. And I hope I meet you in person,
Sure,
because
happen. I got your show. I got your show, and I'm gonna put your show in your April show on my calendar.
Yeah, April 18th, Saturday night. I'll message you, and we'll keep in touch.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Well, thanks for reaching out to me for this interview, and I really appreciate that. So.
Oh, no problem. It was really nice meeting you. The pleasure's mine. Like, this is another one. My hope is that you come back and we keep doing this, and we have a little check-in once in a while, and maybe we could jam together.
You never know.
That would be cool too. Yeah.
I'd love that. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, keep in touch, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.